Hi, I'm Mark Heffernan, and welcome to the Cavalier Corner. I'm joined with Brian Whitaker, our men's and women's head tennis coach here at Walsh University. And Coach, you need to explain something to me. I know you're playing your conference schedule this time of year, but every so often you go away and you do other stuff. Tell us what happened this past weekend.
This past weekend, our women's team competed at the ITA tournaments for the Midwest. It's an Interscholastic Tennis Association tournament. It's basically all the colleges in the region have an opportunity to all get together and play matches, singles and doubles against each other, and they obtain rankings based upon that for the individuals that then carry over into your team rankings, which can help you make the NCAA tournament eventually in the spring.
So not to, because I don't know, you can send anybody.
Yes, you can send as many as you'd like. There's costs involved.
Sure.
Most of the schools tend to send the players that they think are going to be successful. Some schools do take it as an opportunity, though, to get some match play in, even
Right.
for some of their lower level players.
So you come out of there, hope, fingers crossed, with some success, and that feeds right back into your national ranking as a team?
It does, and
Okay.
I really kind of like having that tournament in the middle because it kind of gives you a little bit of break away from the conference, and the women can go there and have a little less pressure when you're playing the conference matches week in and week out.
Right.
It can build, and this is an opportunity for them to kind of relax a little bit, compete at a very high level, and not have it necessarily affect the team outcome of a match. So it's a great experience for them, and yeah, it does factor into where you end up being viewed as your peers in terms of rankings and things like that.
Cool. So you went off and did this. You come back to conference play this coming weekend at 3-3.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Correct.
And now you're going through a little stretch here where you're going to be home for a while. Is that correct?
Yeah, we don't actually have any away matches until we visit our traveling partner Ashland at their place. So it's not much of a real travel. So we're pretty much home from now until the GLIAC tournament, hoping we make it. So it's a nice little leg to be on.
So who went into this past weekend, did great, and now is ready to re-enter conference play, feeling a little better about themselves and ready to hit the conference circuit in stride?
I really think we actually, they all played well. We just didn't actually get some of the results we wanted to. There was some mental lapses with opportunities that were there for us to achieve some really good things. In fact, I think outperform what we did last year. We just didn't quite go out and grab those opportunities. My top two players, Sofia Luganova and Daria Bondareva, are always competitive. They were both seeded in the tournament. Daria actually held up her seed and had an opportunity to even go farther, played very well. Sofia was close to holding up her seed. She fell a little short and lost in a third set tiebreaker to a very tough player from Northwood. So there was another opportunity for Asia Harris, her third singles player, to upset a player from Saginaw Valley. She was 2 points from winning that match, and I think could have advanced much farther in the tournament, but fell a little short.
It's a different dynamic, coaching tennis than other sports. As a spectator, I'm used to going to a football game and seeing a coach screaming on a sideline, or a basketball game and Jeff Young is pacing up and down in front of his bench. When I come over and watch your girls or guys play, there's coaching, and I see it, but it's a different approach to coaching. It's much more personal, obviously, when you're dealing with one or two players at a time. But you as a coach, you're not a screamer, you're not a yeller, but I guess my question is, does most of your coaching have to happen pre-match? Is that a fair question?
Yeah, a lot of coaching Monday through Thursday. Mm-hmm. The thing that I have found most challenging probably this season than in the past is what I'm dealing with Monday through Thursday isn't necessarily what I'm dealing with on Friday through Sunday. My players right now are really performing well Monday through Thursday, and Friday through Sunday they're having little mental lapses here and there. I smiled when you said not screaming, because you're right. Typically, I'm a calmer guy on the court with my players, talking to them. This past weekend, with the opportunities that we didn't take, the women might beg to differ on that opinion. I got a little more vocal this weekend with them after some of their matches, because I felt like they were playing a little nervous and afraid, and needed to, really seize those opportunities when they were there. And I tried to stress to them the fact that there was less pressure this weekend, and they needed to embrace that and not be nervous about it.
Well, like you mentioned, that's what took place this past weekend. hopefully they can channel that now and take it back into conference play.
Well, I told them after the term was over, I mean, our hope is that we learned a lot about ourselves this past weekend as individuals and as a team, and then we'll work on making some changes this week, trying to prepare for Northwood and Saginaw Valley on Saturday and Sunday. Both quality teams, they're never easy. Northwood's always one of the premier teams in the conference. Saginaw is much improved. We squeaked out a 5-4 win over them at their place last year, so I'm sure it'll be very competitive again this weekend.
And as calm as you are right now, that's who we'll see this weekend if we come over and watch you guys play.
Yeah, I hope.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
He's Brian Whitaker. I'm Mark Heffernan. That's it for the Cavalier Corner.